How to set up a Google Classroom. First step, if you go to your Google home screen with your education account sponsored through the school, then you should be able to go to your 9Grid icon up here in the top right corner. This entire pull-down menu will give you all the options of the programs that you can use through the Google Suite. If you scroll down, you should be able to find Classroom as an icon. If you can't, all you need to do is download it. You do that by just searching Google Classroom in the Google search bar, and then the one that says Google Classroom apps on Google Play is where you would download or install that app on your computer so that you can use that on the specific computer. Once you have it downloaded, then again, it should show up in your 9Grid options. Just scroll down because it won't be at the top when you haven't used it. Once you click on Google Classroom, one of two things are going to show up. If you do not have a classroom that you are a teacher of or a classroom that you are a student in, then this is what your screen will look like initially. In the top right-hand corner, there is a plus sign, and this obviously indicates that this is what you push in order to create or join your first class. That is no different once you have your first account. This just tells you that freely. If you already have accounts, then this is what your screen will look like. These squares are simply classes that I am either a teacher of or a student in, but you still click this square by your 9Grid in order to create or join a class. When you click that plus sign, two options should come up. You can join a class as a student, or you can create a class as the teacher. If for some reason you click on this and it only gives you the option to join a class but not create a class, that means you are not in the system as a teacher, but you are in the system as a student. So you need to contact the administrator of the Google account at the school and get yourself changed to being a teacher. After you select create a class, then this is the screen that will pop up. There are 4 options here. You only need to fill out this first one in order to move forward. But the second one, I'm going to tell you, will show up on the home screen for the page. A good tip for this is if you put the times of the class in, then that will be on the home screen for that Google Classroom. If you have something that you want to post at the beginning of class, then you have the time that you can set on the home screen. If you want an assignment or a quiz due by the end of the class period, then you have the time on the home screen as well. If you have like a regular early dismissal days, we had regular Wednesday early dismissal days where you have frequent days that it's at a different time, then I suggest putting those in parentheses after the original times for the class. That way you still have those as reference and you know that the ones in parentheses are early dismissal days. You can fill all 4 of those out. You'll have the option to create the class at that point in the bottom right-hand corner of this screen. Create is highlighted blue. And then it will look like this when you open it up differently. It does change slightly as Google updates. So the farther we get away from time of me making this video, the more different it will be. So at the top, we have our 2 names of the class. This is the stream. It is always what will show up. It's a collection of every assignment that you've posted, every announcement that you have posted. And if you allow students to make announcements as well, then those will show up here. The second tab up here is classwork, so this will eliminate any announcements or notifications, and it will just be something that was assigned as an assignment. This will be your list of people. It's also the tab where you can add co-teachers and you can add students to the Google Classroom. And finally, you have a tab that is for grades. So once you have graded something, it's in the grade book, you can go back to the grade tab to see all of those grades. You can select a theme that is preloaded or create your own. This class code can be used to invite students. Google Meet will allow you to have Google Meets inside your Google Classroom and automatically invite anybody. This will have all of the upcoming work that is due. If there's something due at noon today, it will show up here. This is where you can type and just make an announcement, and you have the ability to recycle announcements from other classes as well. So this is the basic home screen for Google Slides, and we will talk to you about some of the individual features of this in other videos. Thank you.